Hi guys, so my name is Hannah, and recently, and by recently I mean like the past 2 weeks, I've been posting TikToks about basically just what I eat in a day, and a lot of you guys have been requesting for me to do how I make my acai bowls. So that's like the #1 question I always get is how do I make these acai bowls that I'm always posting. So I just thought it would be easier to do a video that I could just redirect you guys to, because literally that's the #1 comment I keep getting is just how do you make the acai bowl. So this is just an informative video on how I do that. All right, so hopefully you guys can kind of see and the angle's not like too crazy and too weird. But basically I'm just going to be showing you what ingredients I use and putting it all into my Vitamix. I have the Vitamix, the Professional Series 500. I know I got a question on what blender I have, and it is the Vitamix. I've tried the Ninja, I hated it, I returned it. I tried the Blendtec, again hated it, returned it. The Vitamix is like the only thing that I found just like gives everything a good texture and is just like the best blender I found. But if you don't have one, that's totally fine. It probably just takes more tampering to, you know, get it smooth and get it to a good consistency. So yeah, I'll also be teaching you guys how I get the swirl. That was another question I got, was how I make the bowls like in the blender to get that swirl effect. So yeah, I'm just going to throw everything in the blender. You're gonna need 1 frozen banana, and then I just kind of, you know, break it up and put it in. I only use 1 banana because I'm trying to, you know, control the calories. And if you put too many bananas are probably like the most caloric thing in this. Also, make sure for when you freeze your bananas have lots of those brown spots. I know it's kind of like gross and icky, but the brown spots equal ripeness, which equals in turn sweetness. So you won't need to put too much like honey or toppings or sweetness like in the bowl. The acai I use is the sweetened one, but I have used the unsweetened one. It's completely fine. I just put honey on top to kind of sweeten it up. But mostly I get the sweetness from the acai packet and the bananas because I do freeze ripe bananas. I'm also going to use these blueberries. These are the Women's of Maine fresh frozen wild blueberries. I use like about a cup of the blueberries. Just like that. And then this is the acai that I get. I just use the organic, the Sambazon Original Blend Super Fruit Pack. It looks like this. And everything you can buy from Whole Foods, that's where I got it from. I've also seen a lot of this stuff at Target and Walmart before, so you obviously don't have to like go to Whole Foods. Bananas you can obviously get from like your normal grocery store, but I did buy this at Whole Foods. Like I said, I've done the unsweetened one before. I've done not just the Sambazon brand, I've used the Trader Joe's brand before. The Sambazon is my favorite brand, but you can definitely do it with any acai puree. It just has to come in like a little pack like this, like a frozen block. Again, like I said, I am using the sweetened one. I know some people like the unsweetened one, but yeah, each one of these little packs are like 110 calories or 100 calories, and basically you just kind of stick it out of the freezer for a little bit and you just kind of like let it thaw and then break it up into pieces and put it into the blender. So you just take your pack and just kind of, you know, crush it up just so that it's nicer on your blender. Honestly, it'll just be easier to get a smoother texture that way. And if I sound like a robot, it's because I literally have no idea what I'm doing. And just kind of throw that inside of your blender. Now, this is the part where I've tried a lot of different things in the past. I've tried, you know, oat milk, I've tried almond milk, I've tried every plant milk. I've tried juices, passion fruit juices, acai juices, papaya juice, to try and get it to something that doesn't alter the taste but also blends it and makes it taste good. Honestly, none of it works. You're just adding additional calories that don't even make a difference at the end of the day. So all I do to blend it, some good old water. And I just start off with a little bit. You'll see, like, I honestly barely put anything, just enough to be nice on the blender. We can always add more if the blender's not responding to it. But yeah, that's it. It's only like 4 ingredients, and one of the ingredients is water. So now that all the ingredients are in the blender, I normally just take the tamper out of this thing and I just kind of push everything down onto the blades. So I just kind of, you know, squish it down this way. Just so, I just find that it's easier for the blades to catch everything if it's kind of already down. And I do it this way all the time. I do bananas on the bottom, blueberries, and then the acai on top. I just find that that's the way I get the best kind of balance, or the best blend that way. So then I stick the stick back in the holder, put everything on. And this is the part that gets very time consuming. It's just kind of blending and tampering, blending and tampering, blending and tampering. So I'll try and speed it up if I can. I don't think my editing skills are that great yet, but we'll see. So once it's blended like this, I'll just take the tamper out of like the safety hole and just kind of push everything down again. I do this about twice throughout this whole process, and you'll see it kind of like goes down in volume just to get the air out, and then goes back in the safety holder, back on top. Okay, so it's kind of at the consistency where I can tell that it's about to do the swirl. So I'll try and show you guys as best as I can the swirl effect. Yeah, I'll try and like get a ladder or something and like go over top so you guys can see the swirl. But what I do at this point again is I take the tamper off. So I take the tamper off, and then I, again, just kind of like push it down. Make sure you get all the air out. I found a ladder. So let's see if it'll give us a swirl today. And there we go, that's our swirl. So now that you have the made acai, all you do is you get a bowl, put it in, smooth it out. It should kind of have like a sorbet consistency. That's kind of like how I like to think of it. It's more sorbet, less ice cream. And just make sure you get all of it because we're not wasting it. So this is what the acai looks like straight out of the blender, and you just kind of, you know, do the nice little swirls, make it all cute. And then comes the fun part. The fun part is definitely the toppings. So now that we have our nice acai kind of puree in the bowl, we can put toppings. And toppings is kind of like the best part because you can switch it up each day. Normally I like to put either strawberries, hemp seeds are definitely something I do like to put on top of my acai bowls, slivered almonds, things like that. But right now all I have is pineapple. So I'll be putting the rest of this pineapple on the bowl just because I need to use it up. And I'm not about to go grocery shopping just for this. So until I go grocery shopping, we just have pineapple. So I'm probably gonna put about 6 to 7 chunks, which is about a cup. So there we go. And then I'm also going to put 12 roasted almonds. There is like no real reason why I do this. I just have them and I need to use them. We don't waste food in here. So I just kind of like count them out. The almonds also like give a really nice crunch. I don't normally put granola on top of my acai bowls, but since I don't have strawberries and I don't have hemp seeds, I have liked putting granola on, and basically I just have this and I'm gonna use it. So for 1/4 of a cup, it's 120 calories. So I just take my 1/4 little scoop, get it, and just kind of put it on. And that's how you make your acai bowls. I don't know if you can see it, but basically that's it. That's how I make my acai bowls. It's really simple, and this fills you up for a long time. I normally like to eat it for dinner. I just feel like it's easier on my stomach, but you can have it for breakfast. It's just a great, I just love acai. That's it. I'll eat acai for any meal. So that's it. Again, thank you guys so much for, if you're coming from my TikTok, for all the support I've been getting on my TikTok. It's literally insane. If you guys want to follow me on TikTok, so this is my TikTok. Go ahead, go follow me. You'll see what I'm eating every single day. If you guys like these videos, please let me know. Give me any requests that you guys have, and yeah, I'll see you guys again soon, I hope.